GOA, we are praising the Lord. Oh, we lift him higher. We are so grateful. We are thankful. Our heart rejoice in the Lord.
Glory Outreach Assembly has been responding to the gospel, the Great Commission, for the past 30 years. Our strongest response to the Great Commission is planting churches to the unreached people groups and also to the established areas. And our method or strategy for planting churches is where we raise cell groups or community groups in the existing churches, and then we grow them to a point where each cell group or community group can live by itself to grow to become a church. Now, GOA Kahawendani is the headquarters of GOA, and we had this cell group that is called Diaspora Cell. Diaspora Cell or community group is a community group that meets on the internet, WhatsApps and online, because members come from very distant areas from each other. So the cell group grew into a group of people who live in one particular area called Murera, near Juja. And so they decided that they were enough number to plant a church. And so the diaspora cell came together, blessed them, and released them to go and plant GOA Murera Church. A few families came together. It has been such a blessing to watch them grow, because when we met the first time, they were showing us the ground that they were praying that God would give to them. Then we met again, and they were showing us the beacons of ownership of the plot of land. And the next thing is we met and we dedicated the ground and prayed by faith that we begin a journey to build a church. This has been a very exciting life journey to look at, where faith is put into practice. And so we blessed the land, we thanked God, we broke the ground, and the journey started. That was in October 5th when we did the groundbreaking. And then December 5th, we met for the first fundraising. And there we were, thanking the Lord and praising the Lord. And the pastor of this area, Reverend Phyllis, decided that she was going to turn all her graduation gifts from her master's degree into gifts to build the church. So we met there again for her graduation, and we thanked the Lord and celebrated, and life began to fill the air in the area. So by the beginning of January 2021, we began to build the church in the midst of Corona pandemic. And it has been just exciting to go back there and thank God for the foundation. It has been so good to go back there and thank God for the face of the walls. Just a true life and faith journey. We are now at a point where we need your help, where we need your support. This church needs your support, because if you can join in this partnership, you will be building your legacy. You'll be building a sanctuary for God. And you know what? It is a privilege to build a sanctuary for God. It's a privilege to be part of it. David wanted to build one, and he had even prepared so much. But God told him, no, you won't build, your son will build. So we can't take it for granted that everybody builds a church or is involved in building God a house. So for you, it is a great honor and privilege to be invited by Murera GOA to become part of building God a sanctuary. I am looking forward to see you there. There are several ways you can participate. One, you can come in person and join the Murera Church fundraiser that is going to be held on Saturday the 28th of August. Your presence and worshiping together will build your faith, especially when you see what God has done. And the second way, you can send your donation to the number on your screen. through the cooperative bank. You can just send your donation and it will be well received. Third way, you can do both, 1 and 2. You can come and you can bring your donation in person, and that will really help. Where we are with this church now, we are looking at a point where we can begin to worship, and we are looking at building the toilets and building the room for the children class. So you can invest in the present and the future generations by giving towards the building of the toilets and building of the children classroom. These people are looking at God providing 3.5 million Kenya shillings, or $35,000 US. You know, God has no problem with resources. We are the people who have the problem of stewardship. So if you and I can become good stewards and generously give on the 28th of August, or any time that you have the money, even before then, we can do this work for God. And all glory and honor will go back to Him. And you will be part of GOA movement that is leading people to know God, to love Him, to serve Him, to worship Him, and to make Him known. That's what your donation can do. It's not just putting up stones. It's not just putting up metal bars. It's not just building toilets and rooms. Your gift will help in the realization of the Great Commission through church planting, where people will know God, love Him, worship Him, and make Him known. Thank you for your gift. I look forward to see you participating, and God bless you. Thank you.
Celebrate the works of our God.